Okay. Seems like we're live. Setting up stuffs. It's been a long time since I streamed last. Not checked on my setup yet. Seems like I'm online. It's always a question if voice is working. Microphone should be working. I don't know if table audio is on. Should be on. Okay. That's fine. Seems like Sami is first player. And roll off. And seems like someone broke the game. Always turn off table flipping. It's a good sum of rules. So that's broadcasting. Chat. Hi, Sami. Let's try again. By the looks of it, I think Sami brought the gas clouds. I think that's his default obstacles. The green gas clouds. He's been using them for quite a while. So this is the Australian team Trilogy tournament run by Nabi, who some of you might know. See. Yeah. The as I was saying, the team trilogy trilogy team tournament. Yeah. This is the latter stages, the knockout stages. So first, every team played in a pod, and based on the pods, we were seeded into the knockout stage. And Sami's team, the Alderon shot first, ended up going 3-0. They won all their games in the first pod and ended up top in Swiss. So they've had a bye for the first knockout stage, and we won our first game in the first round of the first team round in the first round of knockout stage, and it's going to be an interesting matchup. Sami's playing Flippster, and I'm playing Burning Stick Scout, and Kevin, our last teammate, is playing. Who is he playing now again? He is playing against Fiasco. They're playing. We are. I'm playing tomorrow, and I think the last game is going to be on Sunday. And yeah, breakdown of the list. I think is nice. Sami's playing his usual Darth Vader and brought familiar ships in the Inquisitors with Foresight, which he was a menace with last year, I think, a year and a half ago. He's been doing quite well with Darth Vader and the Defender, and he's also been doing well in bigger tournaments online with the Foresight Inquisitors. So now he's kind of put together the best of the best in his lists, I think. And Flippster is doing what he always does. He's playing with some kind of janky homemade list with weird synergies and a mixed match of initiative. And I think he's really playing to his strengths. Playing with Suckers and Ankar and Fen and Kanan. Hi, Shoko. Yeah, Flipster's list is it's kind of interesting. I really like it. He put it together, and I don't think it's something I would be able to make work. But he's been doing really well with Kanan and Suckers in his games, and kind of just building on top of that with Anchor for the tractors and Fen being the kind of AC player, AC ship in this list. Also, we don't usually see Hondo, I think, in many lists, and I'm quite interesting to see how he will use Hondo, if he's going to use it against Sami or if he's going to utilize it himself. And Fen is built up with Fearless, which I think is kind of a staple, just being the hammer in this list, together with Suckers. Suckers was the Mist Hunter title and a Jamming Beam, just because. Oh yeah, Sami asked you to not fly the list. I think usually I like to play against the list, practice, just to see kind of how they tick and what they do, what could you actually end up trying, because if you fly against the unfamiliar lists, you kind of don't want to get surprised. Just remembering triggers is also quite nice. Just suddenly you forget about Hondo, and Hondo's going to do something nasty, or suddenly you forget about Uncoplot's ability, and he's going to do something nasty. I need to start the timer, I think. So timer is It is 3 minutes in. 2 minutes in. Something like that. So it's going to be an interesting game because I think Darth Vader is going to be really scary for Fen, and Fen is also kind of a ship that will do damage into Darth Vader, but Darth Vader being 4 shields and Fen only being 4 hull could be nasty because you would expect Sami to be able to do at least 3 hits most of the times with Vader, and Vader could just 4K getting behind Fenrau and wreck his day. So it seems like Nether is going for the top right engagement, going after Fen, and Flippster will have some ground to make up, getting Kanan and Zuckus in on the action on the top side. I think that's quite a nice area for Sami to fight, because there's obstacles and the Inquisitors and Vader is kind of more mobile and able to fly in between, and Zuckus don't want to land on these obstacles. We're playing with old rules combined with some of the new ones. So in this tournament, the rule sets are random player order. That's why they're rolling, and Sami seems to be coming out first player in the early game. I don't think he's actually that afraid of being first player in this initial stage, but he will want to be second player coming up in the first engagement and second engagement, just to be able to have full knowledge of the Fen's ability and Fen's actions, kind of getting behind and bumping and stuff. But I think there's overlap in Zuckus and the Inquisitors as well, and Inquisitors are quite nimble. They can boost and focus and clear distress quite easily. So if you can get second player, I think he can outmaneuver the likes of Zuckus and Kanan, because this Kanan is kind of a lightweighter. He doesn't have the Moldy Crow title. It's only his turret arc, so it's going to be a utility piece, using that Kanan ability to negate attack dice for his opponents. So Sami is actually deciding not to go the route of Vader on top, just turning down, and seems like Flippster called it out. He's going to the bottom side with Zuckus and Kanan as well, and Ankar is kind of not decided yet. And Flippster is hedging his bets with Fenrau. He doesn't really want to fight this Darth Vader heads on, and he doesn't want to be caught at range 3, having to roll 3 evades. Kind of want to get in the fight, and that's kind of, I think, probably the weak point in Flipster's list. There's Fenrau. He is kind of in an awkward position, being this ace that want to be range 1, but kind of don't want to be in the middle of everything. You kind of want to face off against a ship or 2. Meanwhile, Zuckus and Kanan and Ankar want to be piled in together, kind of getting in Fenrau's way. So I think getting Fenrau in good positions is kind of Flipster's. It's kind of going to be Flipster's goal here in this engagement. Not getting caught out, taking these long range shots, not taking the foresight shots and getting damaged from bonus attacks. Sami's going to just be wanting not to take damage and doing pot shots into Kanan and into Zuckus, just doing damage and having having the his Vader doing, yeah, at the age of range 3, having Vader doing just massive damage coming in, and I'm not sure if Flippster has enough firepower to just chew through Vader when he gets in. So if Sami can clear out Succus and if he can clear out Fen, there's absolutely no threat against Vader. So yeah, I kind of agree that Fen is such a edge of range 3, and if Fen turns in right now, it's going to be a range 2, range 3 shot against Vader, taking a shot back, and yeah, he's going to struggle to get range 1 of Fen. So by the position right now, I'm thinking he's going to zoom in on the Inquisitors, trying to do some heavy damage into the Inquisitors early on, and hoping not to lose too much against a Vader coming in from the behind. So yeah, Flippster is second player in this first round with probably fighting. So he's gonna have Ankar turning in against Vader, probably coordinating. Yeah, he's gonna coordinate a barrel roll focus, I think, to Fen. Or maybe just the focus. Yeah, just the focus. So by this, I think if Fen is going to turn in, because he can't go straight. He's going to do a 3 bank or a 2 hard barrel roll, something. Yeah, I think. And Psychic is just going to threaten the area in front of the Inquisitors, and perhaps turn his tail to the Inquisitors and go after Vader down in the corner. And Caden is doing Caden stuff. He's just pointing arcs at friendly ships. He's gonna have these Inquisitors roll 1 die if he can, spending his force to do his ability. Which is while you are a ship in your side arc is in your turret arc is defending, you may spend a force, and if you do, the attacker rolls 1 fewer dice. That's kind of a nasty ability, I think, because it robs some ships of really good attacks. So if you can make Darth Vader a 2 die ship, that should be great. But I don't think Sami's gonna let him. But yeah, Fen went straight, even boosted. Didn't need to take the stress, so he has his dial open for the next round. And yeah, Vader is just going to go ham here into Ankar. Doesn't need his focus. He's only taking 1 shot with Vader, so... First shot from Flippster. It's going to be... yeah. Or some saddies from Fen, so 1 hit. That's not going to do anything. Vader is going to go 3. He's going to put a crit, most likely, into Ankar. So Vader doing Vader stuff. 3 hits. 2 hits and a crit. Getting through. I always feel like you always get crits on these tugboats. Kind of written in the stars. They pulled out a console fire on Ankar, so that's going to come into effect right away. So Vader could most likely kill Ankar next round, and let's see if this 2 dice attack is going to do anything against an evading Vader at range 3. He needs Vader to blank out, and he needs double hits. So that's a start. Now he only needs Vader to roll nothing, and he does. Gonna do 1 shield of damage into Vader. That's probably above expectations from Ankar for this whole game, I think. So yeah, I'm not sure. I think they're both kind of unsatisfied with the result from this round. Sami's probably more happy not taking anything on the Inquisitors and doing damage, but taking that shield on Vader is not going to be happy about that at range 3 against the pea shooter of Ankar. So yeah, been playing almost 15 minutes. So at this point, I'm quite curious to see if Sami is going to turn in on Fen. It kind of feels like he's going to turn in on Fen with the Inquisitors to get the bullseye arcs here, because he could potentially shoot and kill Fen before Fen even gets to shoot this run, just foresighting him down. But I'm not sure if Vader has a good way of getting to Fen. He could probably try and do it too hard and then barrel roll away from the obstacle, but and he's probably gonna get blocked if you do the 3 bank. I think Flippster is gonna put Ankar in a position where Vader can't just 3 bank, take the evade, and focus or boost to get behind. So it's same results on the roll. So a reroll on roll dice, and Flippster is going to be first player again. And this is something Sami is going to be enjoying. Well, interesting. Flippster's going 1 straight with Ankar. He's not going to block anything. He's not going to shoot anything unless Sami decides to go straight on top of this row, on top of this debris, this gas cloud on top. I'm not sure if Sami's just gonna disengage Vader right here. It doesn't feel like that's the play. And I think I would probably just have fixed the console fire, because I'm not seeing Ankar shooting something or even getting to bump Vader here on this gas cloud. So yeah, we're getting suckers. I think they're discussing something. Yeah, that's a good question, Innkeeper. He could have checked if Kanan reached Ankar, and I actually think he should have done it. He should be range to Ankar. If you look at the table, having Ankar 1 straight, doing 1 straight, so could have saved 1 damage on Ankar potentially. And yeah, you still see Ankar and Succus being kind of in Kanan's arc, but I think at this point Kanan is probably getting too far away from Ankar to be helping Ankar. But you could still Kanan the shots into Succus, and if Flippster decides to go after Vader with Fen, I think he could still perhaps get him in the arc. But yeah. Okay, so Flippster is putting target locks on Vader, so he's probably going to go after Vader this round. That kind of makes me think that Fenn is also going to do the same, and being first player, he kind of gives it away, I think, here. So Sami could boost in, getting closer, thinking that there's going to come a too hard from Fenn. Yeah, and you see Sami actually looking at the target locks and thinking, yeah, this is probably going to be a Fenn going after Vader somehow. So repositioning himself in this lane, I think this is him trying to catch Fenn. So if Fenn is going to do a bank, it's going to be in bullseye, and this doesn't look like bullseye. Maybe one of them got him in the back arc. I think here you should have Sami checking this. So Fenn is going to boost now if he thinks that Vader did one hard, a red one hard, because that means he's going to be range 1 and Vader is not going to get any tokens. Flipster's debating focus and boost. And yeah, taking focus and boost and getting stressed. Not the best position to be in here if Vader can get out. So yeah, Vader can just boost to get out of these arcs. He can boost, and I think he could just boost to the side and kill Ankar, just getting rid of him. Would take a range 1 shot from Zuckuss, but killing Ankar and having a single modded Zuckuss, probably not that bad. He will also block Zuckuss for the next round. Oh, he's doing even better. He's gonna just get out of arcs and shoot. So just robbing Flippster of every shot. Flipster's probably only gonna get a range 3 shot into Vader. So Fenn got out of arc of Fenn, and he's gonna have a range 1 into Zuckuss. It's gonna be unobstructed, yeah. And he's gonna Kanan this shot, so only 3 dice, but we know what Vader does. He's just gonna pummel. Yeah, that's a good point. He's gonna go over that cloud next round. Just a question about where he's gonna go. If he's gonna 4K, he's probably gonna take that cloud again. And this is just a whole lot of uncontested shots for the most part. We're gonna see the Inquisitors getting shots into Zuckuss, probably doing a lot of damage into Zuckuss. So Zuckuss took 3 shields. Getting natties from the Inquisitor. Going into Zuckuss again. Taking 1. So Zuckuss shields down. And he can do range 3, or he can shoot into the obstructed Fenn. I think you do go into Zuckuss. Doing 1 more. So Zuckuss is down to 4 hull, and Vader can just finish this guy off quite easily, I think. So at this point, Flippster has traded 23 points for a shield, almost half on Ankar, and half of Zuckuss, for more than half of Zuckuss for 1 shield into Vader. And yeah, Sami knew that you can't actually get in the face of these Inquisitors because you have foresight. You can't just joust them straight up. Yeah, and Vader can do actions going off over this gas cloud as long as he doesn't roll an iron. And he should be able to take the evade as long as he doesn't get the iron. So now the question is, I kind of see Ankar reversing, and I think the Inquisitors and Vader should go after Kanan. Kanan doesn't really want to go into the bullseye either of these Inquisitors, and they can slow roll, and Vader could 3-bank, and there's probably no one shooting him except Kanan. And I'm not sure what you do with Zuckuss here, because Flippster kind of hedged his bets, thinking he was going to get a really good shot into Vader, and yeah. What do you do with Zuckuss at this point? Zuckuss has a 2k. That would probably be my guess right here. Doing the 2k is kind of hidden behind the cloud for the Inquisitors, and he will most likely have a shot on Vader unless Vader turns in front of the Inquisitors. So yeah, I think we'll see a blue from Fen, perhaps going up top towards Sami's side of the board, just doing the long way around, not wanting to get in, getting blocked by Zuckuss taking shots. So Flippster again, being second player, is not going to be happy about that. I think it will make him able to not get trapped by the Inquisitors and the Foresight. But forgetting the console fire from last round. But he will also not have agency on boosting ships in position. And yeah, we see Zuckuss just doing a safe 2-bank, hoping not to get shot, and he will have to K-Town next round. You do have to get Zuckuss back in this game, and just rolling one die, it is going to make you vulnerable, just dying quite easily. Oh, and he's trying to jam, and that backfired. There was no range. He should have probably taken the focus just to try and stave off some damage if Sami's found a way to put damage into Zuckuss this round. Kanan doing 2 straight. He's probably trying to be out of arc of the Inquisitors and having his turret arc in a wide range. So he will be able to use Kanan on Zuckuss from this position at range 3, but he will probably not be able to get away from slow rolling Inquisitors or a Vader going in. Yeah, so the Inquisitor's just going to boost focus into range 1, and probably going to do the same with this next guy as well. I think boosting straight and taking a focus, you will block some of the positions for Kanan, but it will also kind of just boost in. And if you bring in Vader as well here, Kanan is in massive troubles. So Fen opting to go in with Suckers not in the way. He can just focus and boost, hoping to get a shot into the pink Inquisitor. I think that should be in range, just barely, or an arc. It's going to be in range, but if he's lucky here, he and getting an eye on Vader, he will get an iron, he will get a strain, and he will not be able to take defensive mods. So here we have Fen actually probably being able to do something double modded into Vader. But you're still at risk at losing Kanan in this engagement. While you'll never be able to kill Vader with this shot. It's going to be hoping for 2 or 3 damage into Vader. Most likely, I think 1 or 2 damage is the... Actually, 2 damage is probably more likely, given Vader is only rolling 2 dice. Yeah. Getting the crits on a cloud is not as bad, or even on a debris anymore. But it will get you that iron, and it will make you really predictive next round, and also preventing kind of one of the best abilities of these defenders, getting the free evade every round. So in some ways, you probably, you wouldn't take the asteroids because you wouldn't be risking taking 2 damage. But Fenro not opening that great, getting 1, spending his target lock on 2 dice, hoping to get 2 more results. Gets 2 results, hit crit, and yeah. Sami remembering taking the focus and just not taking damage. Yeah, that's a good point. You kind of don't really have any great ways of getting to Fen next round with the Inquisitors. Vader is blocking off pink, and blue could get in a position to do a foresight. So Kanan is shooting into Vader, who's prime target, taking 1 more damage. We're going to see how bad Sami can hurt this Kanan at range 1 with these Inquisitors. So we get 2. Kanan spent his ability making it a 2-die attack. Rolling natties. This is looking good for Flippster, even with only doing 1 damage from Fen. And yeah, Kanan doesn't want to take part in this. He's just rolling natties. Can't touch me. That's Kanan at his best. He just prevents you from actually doing any meaningful damage. So I'm thinking Kanan is going to keep on going straight. I think there's space for Kanan to do a one straight, or even just going right and rotating around. But Fen is going to hope for a... He's going to hope for being second player, getting as close as possible into Vader here. Getting a range 1 shot, and Vader's only going to be able to take focus. So this means, yeah, we still have that console fire. He should really have fixed it, I think. Rolling a crit, and he's going to be taking nothing. It's only hits, right? Yeah, only hits. Yeah, and teal. I think there's space for 2 hard to the right after moving pink, but you don't want to have pink blocking Vader. So pink's gonna jump and boost, and probably getting shots into Suckers. I think gonna get him out of range. He's stressed. He doesn't have really many ways of getting in the action because Vader is blocking things. does feel like Sami was hoping not to get the iron and boosting away, opening some space, barreling something. Yeah. It's quite interesting to see because in the early parts of second edition, the gas cloud was, or after release, the gas cloud was seen kind of like this thing you could hide aces behind, and they brought you huge defensive bonuses, converting blanks into focus, and now they're kind of this potential ace killers. You run over them with the intent of not getting ionized, and suddenly you're strained and ionized. The strain being automatic instead of potential. So Sami actually getting first player this round, and let's see how that's going to impact this. So Succus is hugging Unkar. I'm guessing Flippster is going to jump over. So why are we doing bumping stuff? Yeah, in some cases, I think as you're saying, the rocks can be more like more of an ace obstacle than the clouds, because you can run over them and take the action. You will take one damage, but being stranded, being marooned, like Vaderus and. Yeah, too many different rules. Being marooned like Vader is here, also being strained and ionized is probably worse than taking one damage. Being able to do actions and boost away, reposition. At least when you have some health, like Vader can run the risk of taking a damage or two and get away from stuff rather than being stuck. So Sami opting for the evade on the Inquisitor. He might be afraid Flippster is gonna go into the Inquisitor, giving the option. Having multiple arcs, and I'm not quite sure about Sucker's K-turning here because he doesn't really have any good spots to go next round. He wants to get back in the action, and he doesn't want to take too many shots. So we have a foresight trigger. Sami's going to do potentially one damage, but Concordia is going to remove his ability to do any. So he spent the force. Blue is only rolling on his evade at this point, so. Will we see Flippster going for the kill on this teal guy, or will we see him go into range 1 into Vader? There's so many points in there's so many points in Vader. You kind of can't. He really wishes he had that focus right now, and Vader saying nope. Can't touch this. In this kind of setting, you know why Vader has so many points. But if Sami had blanked out twice here, he would have lost this 112 point ship by now. But 3 dice, potential of an evade, having focus, a great dial. It is a monster when you get decent dice and you can kind of get in good positions. So here we see Sami going into one die shot into Ankar, and Kanan removing a die. Yeah, it always feels bad rolling 3 hits into a 3 die ship, but you can't always do damage. There are dice luck, and I guess sometimes you get lucky getting blanks on the defender's dice, and sometimes they just roll natties. Yeah, Flippster is not capitalizing on this at all. Kanan is great. It's just bullying your opponent. So this is going to be a 4 into 5 from Zuckus. He's opting to add a die. He does have the target lock from early on, getting 3. So Sami's focus not being spent is probably going to come into effect here, I think, on 5 dice. Ooh, and yet again, he can just say nope to this damage. This Vader is untouchable today. He is just wrecking Flipster's plans. And still the console fire is not repaired. Not getting punished by it. So nothing. No damage. He didn't do anything this round. Flips is going to be mighty sad about that. But also, he came away from it not taking any damage himself, so at least there's some consolation to it. So Sucker's getting his calculate on the ATP. Let's see if he can survive long enough to use it. At this point, Kanan can't strife in the same way as he's been doing. He can't just one bank out of this. He has to do a hard maneuver or hit this. Not sure if he added a token. He's got one on his cards, but not sure if he should have had 2, I think, at this point, but probably not going to see him survive long enough for that to have any effect. So at this point, I'm not sure if I'm liking this Kanan position, and I'm not liking this Fenrir position, and Suckus, he might not be in the best position himself either. He's going to probably try and one bank and barrel around the debris, but because Flippster needs to keep time on target at this point. So Fen is kind of blocked off by Vader, and probably the Inquisitor as well. And Kanan is kind of squeezed here between the gas cloud. Ankar is kind of hampered by this debris, and Fen being in front of him, and Succus is kind of being hampered by this debris. So position wise, I'm not liking Flipster's position. I'm quite sure we're going to see a 4K from Vader at this point. That's yeah. I'll be surprised if we don't see bumping this round, and I think I've seen enough games from Sami to know he's going to 4K here. He's going to be really ready to take that evade and focus and shooting 3 almost guaranteed dice into Fen. And Fen is going to be struggling to do damage into Vader here with the evade and the focus. And being susceptible to foresight, it's going to be susceptible to these Inquisitors. So we're going to see a tractor from Ankar into the Inquisitor. He's going to try and mess up Sami's plan here, I think. He's going to move him just to hopefully get a block or a bump. So we might see him rotate, yeah, because he's probably dialed in the bank or the hard one. Yeah, so we're going to see Kanan just bumping into Ankar, and yeah, the safe 2 straight from Zuckus. He will now start to shoot into some of these foresight Inquisitors, and yeah, the dial on this Inquisitor is just great, and it seems like he predicted getting tractored. Flippster, Flippster in a potentially bad situation here. No tokens on Fen and no Concordia, nothing. Here you do the boost. I think just go in close and get 4 dice. Probably taking. Actually, you don't do it. You just take the pot shot. Yeah, because you have a better engagement next round. I think that's been some of Flipster's problem, getting the position for the next round. How are we going to set up? Where are we going to fly? What's open? So range 1 into teal. This is not helping. So 1. Teal has tractor, but he's got force and he's got an evade, so still Flippster is struggling to do damage. Yeah, this is gonna be easy for Sami. It'll be 3 dice in Fen and Kanan, yeah, of course. Remember your Kanan. Oh, hit crits. So Flippster's going to be hoping for 2 evades. So he's got no mods. And he gets it. So a sad Vader. Kanan, I think, in Flipster's list is it is kind of a Vader, anti-Vader tech. You don't really mind Vader doing 2 guaranteed damage as much as you mind him doing 3 or 4. Looks like he's going to do 3, spending the focus. Taking 2 on this Inquisitor. So Flipster's finally doing some damage. Kanan getting natties. Yeah, this is not good. He's killing this Inquisitor. So a bad round for for Sami here. This didn't go the way he wanted. He did kind of figured out the tractor. He dialed in the right maneuver, but Suckerson and Kane got good dice, and Sami rolled poorly. So a 4 health ship with 2 dice is not the Inquisitors we know from the tournaments. He wants that 3 dice, and he wants that 4s and rolling decent dice. Kind of keeping these guys alive, same as Vader, just dicing out of it, or even just repositioning, getting better position than your opponent. Yeah, and even though Flippster is now up on points, that could turn around in a round. Could have just Vader and the Inquisitor just killing Succus. And still, Flippster doesn't get punished by this console fire. Yeah, I like that the idea of having Ankar doing a jam into Vader, preventing that evade and double stressing the Inquisitor, kind of taking away the action of the Inquisitor, and that means Fenn could just range 1 into the Inquisitor. Question about it is if you put Ankar in the middle here, are you gonna go for the how are you gonna fit every ship you want in this position? And Vader is gonna probably do a 3 straight, I think. Yeah. No, we don't see Ankar doing this Hondo. And we don't see the Inquisitor trying to block Fenn. He blocks Kanan, and perhaps he also now blocks Succus. Yeah, he blocks Succus. So he's robbing Flippster of actions and getting Vader in a good position. Then is blocked, but he will be able to shoot into the Inquisitors at range 1. Inquisitor with a evade. Yeah, at this point, I think I really liked the jam and double stress on the Inquisitor. I think that was a mistake. Fixing that console fire in this round, because you don't have any mods going into Vader. You don't have any defensive mods when you get shot back. You might have thought that Vader was too far out, but he is making it hard here on Sami. He has to decide. He can easily take out either Succus or Ankar. If you shoot range 1 into Ankar has only got 2. He's only got 3 left, and I think Vader should be able to get 3, maybe 4 out of this shot. No. Ankar is relying on rolling natties. And Succus only got 4 left. If you get a crit air direct, there's likely opportunity to just kill him. So we're going to see the 3 hits. Probably going to do 3 damage. Yeah, 3 damage. So Succus at 1. This is probably the round we see the Inquisitor killing Succus. Same initiative. Unless you have the freak accident of Fen doing hit and crit, hit and crit, and getting it direct into this pink, which is highly unlikely, I think. Get 2 hit crit. We'll have to spend his evade. He is going to be susceptible to perhaps a sucker shot back. So how you kill suckers? You don't spend Kanan. Well, yeah, just taking damage, keeping the mod on Kanan. I'm not sure if you do not spend Kanan here, because could have the Inquisitor not getting what he wants, because he wasn't modded. Rolling 2 dice into 1 could actually help you, and I'm not sure Kanan's gonna do any damage into Vader here. Or he could just roll 3. 2 + 1. Say hello to the damage. Keep on keeping it up, doing 1 more damage into Vader. Vader's still got shields. So Sami's probably on the up and up here, even if it's just 2 points, unless he can do something massive into Vader. Or Flippster can roll natties. He's going to deal 2 damage. He's going to give up a lot of points in Vader, but I think I still like this unless Vader gets killed here. You have to take the calculate, yeah. And you can choose to shoot the Inquisitor at full health and no mod, so you can shoot into Vader, and you go into Vader, of course. This is Vader that needs to roll good dice, and yeah, that's gonna be a game, I think. Just blanking out again on Vader, and killing Vader here it's massive. I don't really think there's any way of getting back from this. Sami's gonna be really disappointed by Vader here. This is not the Vader you want to see. Well, yeah, always a pleasure. It's great getting games out, and Scott not being able to stream today kind of opened up this game to be streamed by me as well. Sami and Flippster is always great to have on stream. Sami's playing really interesting games for the most part, and Flippster's always bringing something fun. So it's going to be the Inquisitor against the world at this point. Now every ship is kind of in a awkward position. I think I'm probably guessing for Flippster is going to back up with Ankar, hoping to get bumps or shots. But I do think Sami is going to disengage, trying to get a better spot, because at this point Flippster's got everything going for him. He's got Kanan having arc in, making this Inquisitor 1 die ship, and yeah. I'm blaming you, Scott. Sami is definitely gonna blame you for this game. Would have been different if you had him on stream and cursed Flipster's dice, and me not cursing Sami's dice. Yeah, so this is gonna be Flipster going in for the range 1 boost, and having 1 force. Actually, barrel roll. Yeah, that might be better. Having this 1 force against the massive shot that Flippster gonna pull off. Flippster is not liking his dice, so he took the target lock, and he's hoping to get a full string here. So we're gonna see a tractor on both Ankar and the Inquisitor, and we're gonna see. I think you do barrel Ankar off because you can get a shot here because of the angles. You should be able to get at least out. No, he's not gonna get a shot. Wrong ship being angled, but yeah, 2. He did what? He spent Fearless. Where did he get his second hit? Yeah, that's gonna be game, and yeah, didn't end up mattering, I guess, but yes, Sami's in the right to spawn dice statistics here. Flipster's got completely average dice, and Sami's got bad red and bad green, and I think we saw that on Vader. Not even Vader can do anything when you just roll blanks. You can have as many mods as you want, but yeah, that's the game. I think this is Sami's first loss in the tournament. And it's a good start for us because that means we're up 1-0 in this. Having my game tomorrow, and Kevin is gonna play Fiasco on Saturday. So better get your stream up, Scott, and hoping to get Fiasco and Kevin playing on stream Sunday. Because I'm not sure I'm gonna take out Scout tomorrow, but if I do win tomorrow, it's gonna be amazing going past these guys. These guys have been doing amazing work in the first pod and the initial 4 team pods. So yeah, I think we're gonna end it there. I don't think they're gonna want to talk about the game on stream. I think in the end it came down to some poor decisions and some dice. And being unlucky, getting the iron on this cloud kind of got Sami stuck in the middle here. He didn't take much damage in the initial rounds, but he didn't manage to untangle it, and he didn't stave off the damage like I think he probably should on average dice. So he's gonna be a bit upset, I guess, by the dice. Crossroads. Are they doing Crossroads this weekend? Well, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna stop the stream there. So take care and have a nice weekend.